What would you want the government to do for you folks? Yes, you got 1 billion naira from the Bank of Industry, but do you think that money is enough?
Well, the fashion industry is growing. They're churning out a lot of designers. Yaba Tech, many institutions are actually producing, because a lot of people are discovering themselves and realizing that I can actually work for my money. I can actually use my talent. So a lot of people are into fashion now. So there are a lot of fashion houses emerging. So they should be able to accommodate the growing fashion sector.
Maybe I'm more interested in make in Nigeria, which means the local fabric. But what's the problem with fabric sourcing in Nigeria?
Okay, first
all
of
our textiles are there,
yes,
right?
First, the textile industry is like 20 years backwards, like the machines we use and all of that. So now we are looking at importing. I think that is the way forward, importing fabric until we are able to create our yarns, create our fabrics, produce fabrics that are really fine and can come and we can export. But before that, we are looking at importing raw material that we're able to use.
Some government officials, female women, in the last, since 1999 to date, former finance minister, Obi Ezekwesili, the rest of them, Gozi Okonjo-Iweala, and the rest of them, Kemi Adeosun, and the rest of them. These are when you see them wearing Doni Nigerian attires and all of that, you feel proud, isn't it?
Very, because everybody we've learned to embrace our own. So instead of shopping, it's no more, a thing of prestige to say I'm wearing maybe a foreign brand. It's more of, wow, I'm wearing this designer and she's Nigerian, she's really creative. So everybody, we've embraced our own. We're celebrating now, and it's a very good movement. So we shouldn't be worried about wearing a made in Aba fabric. No, we should be proud to wear made in Aba.
Are you smiling because when you hear made in Aba, it looks like made in Taiwan in those days?
Yeah, actually.
It's associated with fake and low quality.
Yeah, but we can all make it work.
But do you think Lagos is the fashion capital of Nigeria?
Lagos is the fashion capital of Nigeria.
Really?
Yes. Lagos is a fashion hub. We have all the designers here. Anybody that wants to, actually make it well, do it big in the fashion industry, wants to come to Lagos, because this is where everything goes. We have the Lagos Fashion and Design Week, which is really international now. We have all those bodies are more effective here.
So when you say you're doing, well, I keep hearing catwalks or red carpet and all of that, the rug I have in my living room is in red. I wouldn't use red, but you folks roll out the red carpet and say, okay, we're going to show off whether it's the clothing or whether you use for handbags or for other accessories, as you call it, shoes, using Ankara to make shoes and all of that. Do you think this is the entire package? But what's your focus really? Is it just about clothing, or what do you...
Okay, it's not just about clothing, shoes, accessories, and then there's a lot of, the sectors, and then there are subsectors. So you have the styling department. It's not just about the end products. There's still the value chain is still very much there. So if we're looking at fashion, we don't just look at the end products. We look at the value chain and working at actually improving and then unity, sensitizing that value chain. Yeah.
That is there. But let's talk about skills. Let's go back there. Okay. Historically, we have tailors and sewing mistress, as they used to call them in those days. And then as the years go by, then folks who are tailors call themselves fashion designers. So everybody goes with a signboard, I'm a fashion designer. Why did you smile? Because is everybody who's a tailor a fashion designer?
Actually, no. Everybody that is a tailor isn't a fashion designer. Okay. We actually have skilled tailors. We actually have people who are garment constructors, people who are skilled in cutting and producing, the patterns and all of that. And then we have the fashion designers, on the other hand, that churn out designs, churn out styles to these tailors to produce.
Which of these are you?
I'm a fashion designer.
Okay, so explain fashion designing to me.
Fashion designing is actually putting together a trend in beautiful apparel, beautiful accessories, and styling people.
So it's more than, for you, Mkamba is more than clothing, or it's just 90% clothing, and what else?
Mkamba is 100% producing beautiful pieces that reach out to beautiful ladies to make them feel good. So producing beautiful pieces from clothes to shoes to accessories, everything physically, and I don't think it's just physical, because you're soothing a need. So I'm making you feel good. That's what I think every brand should look at. Actually soothing a need of people, not just producing to make money, but actually, creating value.
One last question, and it's always been a very head-scratching for me each time. In the world of fashion, globally, whether it's perfume or this or that, you find out that most of the fashions that men uses are produced by women.
Mm-hmm.
So, why is that so?
Most of things that men use, well, for a long while, it's more of women doing the skill, while the men are out there with the banking and lawyers,
oil and gas,
and all of that. But then it has changed, because we have a lot of male fashion designers in Nigeria. Yeah, they're producing for women as well. So I don't think it's so valid these days.
I need to see more of you. But if you get any of the 1 billion naira Bank of Industry money, let's be the first to know. I'm part of that on Channels Television as advertorial. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Patricia Nsan, who is the creative director at Mkamba.